Welcome to ThinkSmart.Life. Today we're building a complete local AI stack from scratch: hardware, inference engines, models, voice, agents, and coding tools. Everything you need to run frontier-class AI on your own machine. Why go local? 4 reasons. Privacy: your data never leaves your machine. Not one prompt, not one token, not one document. Cost: cloud inference is reasonable occasionally, but brutal at scale. A one-time hardware investment amortizes to near zero marginal cost per query. Latency: no network round trips, no rate limits, no queue delays. Local inference responds in milliseconds. And control: choose your model, quantize it, fine-tune it, own it. No deprecations, no policy changes, no surprises. Hardware Tier 1, the 4x RTX 3090 GPU rig. Each card carries 24 gigabytes of VRAM, 96 gigabytes combined across 4 cards. With vLLM tensor parallelism, this is one unified pool. A Qwen 72 billion parameter model in Q4 quantization fits on 2 cards. With all 4, you're running 110 billion class models comfortably. Budget: roughly $3 to $3,500 for the 4 cards used. Total build cost with motherboard, CPU, 128 gigabytes of RAM, PSU, and storage, around $5 to $6,000. Each card draws 350 watts, so you need a 1600 watt or larger power supply. The ASUS Pro WSX570 Ace or MSI Z790 are the right motherboards. Both offer 4 physical PCIe slots. Hardware Tier 2, Mac Studio M3 or M4 Ultra. Apple Silicon's defining advantage is unified memory. The CPU and GPU share one physical pool with no PCIe transfers. An M4 Ultra with 192 gigabytes and 800 gigabytes per second of bandwidth lets you run up to 120 billion parameters fully resident in Q4. And via MLX SSD streaming, Qwen397 billion runs at roughly 3.4 tokens per second, frontier-class inference on consumer hardware. It's slow, but it runs. The Mac Studio costs more upfront but consumes roughly 60 watts at load versus 1400 for the GPU rig. Silent, simple, macOS native. Inference engines: you have 5 options. Ollama is the fastest path from zero to running. One command pulls, loads, and serves any model with an OpenAI-compatible API. Great for Mac and beginners. vLLM is the gold standard for CUDA multi-GPU serving. Page detention and continuous batching maximize throughput. Tensor Parallel Size 4 splits a model across all 4 GPUs as a unified accelerator. This is the engine for the GPU rig in production. llama.cpp is the bedrock, pure C++, runs on anything, the most portable model format in the ecosystem. Llama v2 competes with vLLM on throughput with its EXL2 quantization, which is more accurate than gguf at the same bit width. And MLX on Apple Silicon outperforms Llama CPP on Mac by 20 to 40% with native metal acceleration. Models for local agentic use. Qwen3.5 is the benchmark leader. The 7 billion version needs only 4 gigabytes of VRAM. The 72 billion is the best all-around local agent model, fits on 2 RTX 3090s. The 110 billion runs across all 4, or sits resident on a 128 gigabyte Mac Studio. For tool calling and structured output, Noose Research's Hermes models are purpose-built and reliably produce valid JSON function calls. For code, Qwen3 Coder from 7 to 32 billion is optimized specifically for generation and editing. The voice stack, Kokoro TTS, delivers sub-100 millisecond latency on a single RTX 3090 with 50-plus voice presets and an OpenAI-compatible API. Faster Whisper achieves 4 to 8 times the throughput of the original Whisper model. Cacique Server combines both on one GPU, TTS and STT together, fully OpenAI-compatible, one card handles it all. Agent frameworks. OpenClaw is a personal agent runtime with a skills system, modular packages connecting to Telegram, Discord, and Signal, heartbeat-driven, pointing at any local inference endpoint. Hermes Agent from Noose Research enables programmatic tool calling with multiple runtime backends and multi-agent pipelines. NemoClaw handles safe sandbox shell operations for enterprise automation. Swama provides lightweight model routing for simpler pipelines. For coding, OpenCode is a terminal-native agent that works with any local endpoint. Aider adds deep Git integration. Continue.dev brings Copilot-class inline completions to V's Code and JetBrains via local Ollama models. Void is a full open-source IDE, the local alternative to Cursor. Two reference stacks tie it all together. Stack A, 4 times RTX 3090 with vLLM tensor parallelism, Qwen 72 billion for daily tasks, Cacique on one dedicated card, OpenClaw plus Hermes Agent as the application layer. Stack B, Mac Studio M4 Ultra with Ollama for daily models, MLX for frontier scale streaming, Qwen 110 billion resident in unified memory, OpenClaw connecting everything. The full article with all specifications, commands, and configuration details is at ThinkSmart.Life/research/posts/local AI stack guide/ build your stack.